Howdy folks, struggling with persistent hip pain or low back pain because you can't quite extend your hip? Hip extension is also super critical for things like running and jumping and sprinting and cutting, as well as throwing a ball, hitting a golf ball, swinging a tennis racket. So let's work on the largest of our hip flexor muscles. That would be your rectus femoris, or your quad muscle. That's also a hip flexor. This muscle goes all the way from our knee up into our hip. But I've found that right about the upper third of this muscle is where most restrictions and trigger points lie. So here I have my friendly Death Star ball. You can use a softball. You want something a lot larger than a lacrosse ball, but firm and sturdy. Won't even bounce for me. That tells you how hard it is. So what we want to do is get that ball right in that upper third of our muscle. Some of y'all might need to angle that ball a little bit more to the outside. Some of us are straight down the middle. So all we're going to do is get our good spot, lay on the ground, and remember to breathe. Now, once I've found that spot, to ensure that I'm pinning and stripping that muscle to get extra release, I can try my best to pick my foot up and bring my heel to my butt, but this is pretty hard. And if you're on the right spot, you'll notice that this is really, really tender as well. So try to breathe through it as you're moving that foot up and down. Once you've spent about 30 to 60 high quality seconds in this spot, feel free to move the ball down just a little bit if you'd like. Do that same thing again. Remember, this is a pretty big muscle. So even with 30 seconds and a pretty large object like the Death Star or a softball, we might have 2, 3, maybe even 4 trigger points in this muscle, causing us to be unable to extend our hips the way we should. Have fun.